What y'all doing? What's up, friends? Whoa. Already yawning. Not a good start, y'all. Not a good start. Birthday was good. All right. I look tired. Thanks so much for the compliment, Judy. Y'all, we are going to use this blue wreath frame. We are going to add this light blue and gold for our poofs. Whoa, gotta scan it. All right. We already have a cat waiting down here to attack us. The reveal is always on the 7th. So it's on the calendar for tomorrow. Y'all, we are going to put 10-inch poofs around the top and the bottom tonight. I can tell someone's been playing with the camera. All right, we gotta get it good and tight. Yep, birthday was good. We're gonna measure out about 10 inches. Maybe. You're fine. You squeal when you open your box. Do you love it? Tonight's wreath. You're gonna have to just trust the process. You haven't got your box yet? They're on the way. They all shipped. These cats are wild. What's up, Balloon Angie? Cheryl didn't have to work today. Y'all, Megan and Parker have been hogging the camera all week. So this is like my first time to get to hang out with y'all, I think, all week. It's giving you let it go vibes. We might want to let it go by the end of this. We'll see. We will see. It'll definitely Definitely going to make some of y'all have to just trust the process. The reveal is always on the 7th at 6 p.m. Okay. Y'all, now I'm not going to cut this to start the bottom. I'm just going to take it and pull it straight down and then find the next twist tie that's the closest to it to secure it. All right, I'm going to get the rest of these prepped and ready to go. I'm good. Just finished teaching not too long ago. All right, back to 10 inches. Sandy just signed up for her first workshop. Awesome. Should be a good one to sign up for. Do y'all poof as you go, or do you go back and touch them up? Tammy, I don't ever show the sign until it's time. And it's not time yet, girl. Yeah, I do it as I go. Because you're already right here. Why not just do it? You know, then why did you ask? Come on, girl. I like the little gold trim in this one. Parker inspired you to try grapevine wreath. It's a matte gold. I would say it's more brassy than champagne. Kevin, I can just tell you that the wreath world always got drama. They love to put me in the drama, even if I don't even know about it. It's fine. At least I know they're thinking about me. All right, we got our mesh on there. It's definitely more brassy gold, just matte. All right, let's put this off to the side. And we're using 6 rolls of mesh again. And they're all over the place. Y'all want to know the best advice I can give anyone? I've never met anyone doing better than me that had shit to talk about me. So think about that, friends. No one doing better than you has time to talk shit about you. So while they're busy trying to stir trouble, I'm making sales. They can do whatever they're into. What up, Debbie? Y'all, these 6 rolls are y'all ready to just trust the process? I haven't scanned any of these yet, Peggy. Give me just 1 minute. I'll get them all open, and then I'll scan them and show them close to you. Last month was Beth's best sales month to date. Awesome. We're definitely going to want to save all of our tags on these because we're just going to use a little bit of each of them. Okay. So we're pulling all of these and this one together. This with all of these. We'll just have to wait and see, friends. This is actually from a patriotic subscription box that we did. This one is also from a subscription box that we did. This is a dark red and gold. This one is the tan, navy blue, and red. Little nutcracker theme. Hey, Ellie. A little navy blue. Little natural red, green, and cream. And gold. You think it's gonna be nutcracker? I don't know. 2 people said nutcracker already. We are just gonna lay out all 6. Julie, how did the 100-question interview go? Oh yeah, Beth, you had the 100-question interview too. How was it? Did the questions feel like I was asking them? Because okay. We did all that and we don't even have a rotary cutter. It's okay, friends. We have one. Don't stress. All right, we're going to cut these at about 25. There's one. Good news is we only have to do 3 cuts. Two. Math's a lot easier when you do 6 cuts at a time. Maybe we should go up to 9. All right. There's all our mesh. Karen missed class. Karen, geez, girl. All All right, got all that off to the side. Karen, the replay will be there in the morning. Because I am not going back to my desk when I'm done with this tonight, girl. All right. We're going to take one of our 25-inch cuts. We're going to curl the end just a little bit. Then we're going to ruffle it right down the middle. Then we're going to add those ruffles to every twist on our frame. It's okay, Karen. So are y'all sticking with the nutcracker guess? It's definitely not nutcracker. Good little pinch. We got the train, we got a reindeer, we got snowman, Jack Frost. It's definitely not nutcracker. It's definitely not a pumpkin Joyce. You wild girl. It's definitely not frozen. That would be illegal. Some of y'all are thinking the train or the presents. That train? I don't think this one would go with the train. Y'all? There's a box over here on the corner that the lid's closed, and the cats are very concerned with it, that the lid's closed. Jack Frost? I feel like that would also be trademarked. All right, next bundle. TTP means trust the process. Oh, do y'all think we're going to get to Jordan's goal to polar plunge? So they said at 1,500 signups for the workshop that Jordan is going to polar plunge, and then I just volunteered and sent Tammy and do it with him. How far? It's like probably 379 or so, 380. Polar plunge in August. Okay, so they said, Tanya, I agree. I would make him get, I think they've said like tattoos, a piercing, and now a polar plunge. I would make him cash in all three. I would definitely make him do all three. Yeah, they're gonna feel the cow trough with ice and get in it, or a kiddie pool. I feel like the kiddie pool is not a good idea because it's not going to be deep. And then it's just going to be like his butt cheeks cold, and that's not going to be any fun. Jordan, they are expecting a piercing that you owe them from like a year ago. They want the blonde hair and the polar plunge. What were you supposed to pierce? Your nose? An eyebrow? Something. Yeah, I feel like they have to use the water trough. Because you're not going to want to plunge in the bathtub because water comes out. Okay. We got all of the outside done. Now we're going to move to the inside. Listen, we had a polar plunge thing, and I've seen this in process before. You're going to want to dunk as much as you can, as fast as you can. Parker had one of those polar plunge things in our yard. All right, let's keep going, y'all. Let's keep going with our wild color. Why? Because Parker was in his health journey a couple of years ago. We quickly gave that thing away to one of his friends. Cardinals in the window. Only 2 people have guessed what it was, and it's not cardinals. Yeah, you were supposed to like soak in it for 5 or 10 minutes or something. Not this kid. I think Parker used it 3 times, and then he put the lid on it, and never again. Drained it. Gave it away. Some people are saying Christmas presents. Y'all, I'm actually going to swap to the other side because now these are going to fall right on top of each other. So I'm just going to go to the other side and go the opposite way. Yeah, I think we volunteered Tammy to do it with Jordan. I think the best part will be Tammy's little short legs trying to get into the cold water and out. Y'all think it's the Christmas present over there? Well, the blue in the Christmas present is the same blue that's on the Christmas tree train. Well, Tammy was in the picture that they created, so I don't know if she understood what was happening. But she's definitely in the photo with Jordan in the cold water. You think it's one of Megan's snowman signs? Resupply box reveal is always on the 7th, and yep, that's tomorrow. Uh-oh. Y'all, now we're back to the blue on blue, so I'm just going to switch the other way. I can 100% confirm I am not getting in the cold water. Y'all, it's like 110 degrees outside, and I'm like, it's amazing. I am not getting in the cold. It's not happening. The AC is being funny in my car right now, and I'm not even mad. I'm like, it's fine. Yeah, if you guys want to join us for the workshop, it is the creative, I think it's the creativeweek.com, not the creative workshop, right? The creative week. You were thinking snowman, now you're thinking nutcracker. Oh, you're fine, Edwina. Thanks for helping. Okay, still looking a little crazy. One person did get it right. Are y'all sure what y'all's guess is? Any last minute guesses? Train sign. You're still thinking Christmas morning? Still thinking gingerbread, dog sign, nutcracker. Who can you contact for an order replace? info@decoexchange.com. I think one person got it specific when they said that snowman Megan made. And then two other people said snowman. That's where we got our light blue. Yeah, it's literally Megan Fugate snowman. It's a MF. During the birthday sale, we did almost 1,700 signs. So you guys definitely got a lot of signs for my birthday. Our ribbon choices are almost as wild. Okay, I saw I had this one open. I thought I had this one open, but I'm not seeing it up here. My friends help me clean, y'all. Hang on, I see another box right here. Nope, it's not open, so we're doing fine. All right. The red resheet. Yeah, that's not it. It's fine. You would love a plaid pumpkin door hanger. Okay, we had this open too, but I don't see it. Guess I just get another roll. So many decisions. So there's a solid glitter and there's a red and gold over there. I kind of want to use this one too, though. Okay, look how this one has like the different variations of green, like the pine. I kind of want to use that. There was ribbon that matches his scarf, but it is no longer available here. It's gonna go. Okay, let me show y'all close up. See the pine in his... The pine is two different shades of green. which makes me want to use this with 2 different shades of green. Okay, we're doing 4. We're just going to commit. After we drink some water, because hydration is important. Y'all, serious problem. This is already open if we need it. Okay, the lady who cuts my hair has been out sick for like 2.5 weeks, and I really need a haircut. Do y'all just go to anybody for your hair, or do you need like the same person to cut your hair? I'm like, listen, you had me start taking vitamins for my hair to grow faster, and now it's growing and you can't cut it. Situation. And everyone just let anybody cut it? Mm-mm. I'm going to go ahead and just do 4 of every cut, so we'll have a few left over. But we'll just add them into the bow. Okay, like outside of my Aunt Kay, maybe Mr. Johnny, Angie, David, Kelly. Okay, including my aunt, maybe 5 people have cut my hair my whole life. One person died, so he can't cut it. One person retired, so she can't cut it. And one person is like 4 hours away, so he can't cut it. Have you seen Megan cut ribbon or mesh? She is definitely not cutting my hair. And then I have another friend, like a really good friend, best friends in school. She cuts hair, works pretty close. But what if she gives me a bad haircut? Then I can't be friends with her anymore. It's like, is it worth the risk? I feel like it's not worth the risk. The bangs are not what bothers me. It's the sides. They start getting fluffy. I used cheap shampoo today, so it looks really soft. Somebody tell me why the really cheap shampoo in the green bottle makes my hair super soft and super flat. Okay, it's like, it's not fructose, but it's something with fruct in it. Green bottle, little fruit on the front. No, it's not herbal essence. Yeah, fructose. However you say that word. Okay, so I don't like whenever your shower looks like a Dollar General aisle. So we have little matching shampoo, conditioner, soap bottles in all the guest bathrooms and our bathroom. And I feel like that is a good generic shampoo that isn't crazy, smells decent, that goes in those little containers in the guest bathrooms. Two, three. It also transfers really easy from its container to the cute container. We are doing a snowman wreath. This one's just a really thick canvas. They all have a really thick edge though. Oh, y'all want to know another thing that I'm concerned about? Megan said that she can only eat pizza for 3 days because after 3 days the pizza goes bad. And she learned that on Google. But a couple of months ago, Megan was on these noodle salad kicks. And I'm pretty sure she ate a noodle salad for like 9 days. But pepperoni and cheese, she was like, oh no, after 3 days, I have to throw it out. Remember whenever she was like eating egg salad and noodle salad and all those weird salads like every day? Pasta salad. I feel like pizza is actually like the only thing that I do really eat leftover because I like cold pizza better than hot pizza. Everything is good, Evelyn. Where do you go to sign up for monthly classes? themakersuniversity.com. What kind of classes? Business, creative. Okay, this is not exaggeration, but if we go to an Italian place, I am going to order their pizza because I want to eat their pizza. But I tell them to put it in a to-go box, and I just put it right into my fridge when I get home, and then I eat it the next day, cold, out the fridge. The $60, learn.themakersuniversity.com. That's how you log in. The recent box was good. Okay, the main feature in the box, I designed the whole artwork for it. How cool is that? All right, one more set of tails to cut, y'all. Big feature, a little feature. The main feature. The main feature shows up on more than one item, girl. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm into this ribbon. I like the 2 shades of green and then the little pops of cream and gold. It's so pretty. Okay, we gotta clear some space. Get all these little scraps that we're saving for teachers. Don't worry, friends. Excuse me. Hey, no ma'am. Make better life choices. Thank you. Okay. Listen. You guys know the people that get an in-person ticket, we write their name on a sticky note, we hang it on that thing on the wall. Well, Parker borrowed my sticky pad and he put my paper with all the sticky notes on the table. That cat was over there trying to rip sticky notes off the sign. She was trying to say somebody wasn't coming. She was trying to get rid of y'all. We have 4 cats at the warehouse. Now I want to know who it is. Should we go see? There's one sticky note, like, almost tore off completely. All right, we're going to take our ribbons, we're going to squeeze them, pinch them, get them ready, and just add 1 all the way around. Who is it? Let me go look. Hang on. Yeah, Treble. You have okay, now you have someone stuck in this box? Yo, I'm not even kidding. There's a box on the floor. There's 1 cat sitting on top of the box with the lid closed, and there's another cat inside the box trying to get out. And the bigger cat is just sitting on top like, trapped. Okay, Terry, I can't make this up. It's you. Terry Moy. This is the one she was trying to rip off. And it's Terry. Terry was here a while ago. Look, you even have little cat teeth right there. Let me hang this where they can't get it. Okay, it's safe now. And the cat is out the box. We're doing fine, friends. It's just a little circus over here. It was the little girl that was doing it. Yeah, the one that whines all the time. She was also the one that was stuck in the box. What's funny is these cats literally are the most chill cats all day long. And then as soon as I come live with y'all, wild. The little whiny girl just sleeps. Terry, you already signed up. What are you trying to sign up for, girl? Are you trying to join the $60 class, or you're already in the $60 class and you're trying to get access to what you pay for? So I thought you were trying to find out how to access the class. Okay, themakersuniversity.com is where you go to sign up. If you already have a membership, learn.themakersuniversity is where you go to watch. Where can you go to sign up for the next in-person? I think if you go to themakersuniversity.com, themakersuniversity.com, and you click on events, all of the future events for the next year are listed. But I don't think there's a sign up for extreme future ones yet. No problem, Gail. You have dachshunds? Okay, are your dachshunds super protective over their stuff? I had a dachshund whenever I was growing up, and she was mean to everyone but me. Like whenever my mom was washing her dog bed and blanket, she would literally sit at the washing machine and the dryer and growl at people if they walked by it. Okay. Also, my dachshund was so overweight that sometimes she would get road rash on her belly because it dragged the ground, okay? And I swear to y'all, one day I look outside and she's got a FedEx man hiding in the back of a truck because he was scared. I was like, she can't catch you. She can't jump. She can't run. Like, what is happening? He was literally in the back of my mom's truck, screaming for help. Okay, we got our ribbon tails all the way around the outside. Now we're going to go to the inside. I feel like we did really bad at math tonight. Because I feel like there's a lot more twist left than we have ribbon on the table. Did this wreath sell yet? I'm not sure. It says 0 left. So someone snagged it, but it doesn't tell me who. After a pit bull almost killed your dachshund, I have no love for them. So what I will say is you can't judging a dog based off of what another dog did is like judging all men because one cheated on you. Definitely not playing down the fact that that dog should not have attacked your dog, but I have a house full of pit bulls. One I would not trust with anything. The others, the cat sit on his head. Like, I thought for sure we had lost a kitten because when we first got the kittens, that little kitten literally squeezed between the bars on the dog's kennel, got in there and was licking his eyeball, like literally licking his face. And I just knew he was going to just eat a kitten. Nothing. Didn't care. Now that other dog, she would have eaten the kitten and smiled at me. That other dog, you cannot trust. Yeah, I'm not saying like, I'm not trying to downplay the fear of it because that's real for sure. So don't take that the wrong way. Just know some of them are crazy. And some of them are just giant rocks. And in our group, the one that looks like he should be scary is the one who's not. He's like 75 pounds of muscle. He's bow-legged in the front. He's stout. He looks like he should be your guard dog. Useless. Well, there was one time. Picture this, okay? Tammy Hodges. Have you guys ever seen Tammy Hodges when she has her backpack? Y'all, I don't know what she doesn't put in that backpack, but that backpack is like this. Let's say this is the part that's on your back. It sticks out like this far. It's huge. She's got her backpack on. This was before any of her weight loss journey. So a couple years ago. Giant backpack. Tammy, her boobs are already big, right? Top heavy, little legs. She thinks it's a good idea to be in the middle of my driveway and say, "Come here," to the little bulldozer Tank. And he ran full blast to her. And she's like clapping, ready. Next thing we know, Tammy is on the ground, on her back, on that backpack, like a little armadillo stuck on its back, and her arms and legs are just moving. Rue is literally on top of her, licking her, and she is laughing so hard that I'm afraid she's going to pee on my concrete. Just imagine Tammy stuck on her back on this backpack, her arms and legs just doing this in the air, and this 65-pound dog laying on top of her chest, just licking her up in the middle of my driveway. I was like, why would you think that was a good idea? We'll have to get ChatGPT to make us a picture of this so you guys can get a good visual. I mean, that poor little dog thought he was a lap dog and he was getting in her arms. He took her out. She was laughing so hard. And all she could say in between her, okay, if you've ever seen Tammy start laughing, she can't, she's just stuck. She's laughing. So in between, like, whatever weird noises she was making, trying to say, I'm stuck. Did I run for the hose? I wasn't spraying my dog with water. It'd be smelling like a wet dog in my house. She just had to deal with it. He was living his best life. Even once we got him off of her, she was still stuck on her back because that backpack was so heavy, she was trapped. Okay, we need 2 more ribbon tails. I think we should add these 2. So this one and this one. Oh, wait. Not only was she doing this, she was like bent over towards the ground, like inviting him to jump on her. So she just literally like a roll of ribbon, like this was Tammy. Standing up, this is her head. She said, whoop, just rolled right back on that backpack and was stuck. Y'all ask her about it. Ask her about the time that Rue knocked her over. I feel like, okay. So anytime like someone's, I don't let people near my dogs. I just don't. I don't trust people. And I have a bunch of rescue dogs from various backgrounds, right? So anytime, like if someone's coming to our house, our dogs are in their yard, you're not allowed to go in their yard. Our dogs could be in their kennels. You're not allowed to go back there. So very few people like that come around actually get to be around our dogs. Mainly because if for some reason you provoke my dog to bite you, I'll have to kill you because I'm not gonna like put my dog down. So you're gonna have to disappear. And we just can't do that. That's illegal. So it's just better for them to stay safe. I'll be honest, the current dogs don't scare me as much as some of the dogs that have passed away. But so we had one. She was perfectly fine as long as you were in an open space. But even, okay, I might have had her a year and a half before I met Parker, and she passed away last year. So like, she knew Parker almost her whole life. And even till the end of her life, she would look at him with a side eye and growl if he walked through the room. Like, that's just who she was. Now, if he was sitting on the couch, she would go get in his lap like a little lap dog, and she was a 70-pound pit mix. But if he was standing up and walking through the room, she was watching him. She passed away before we moved, y'all. So it's been a while. But like, if she was in the backyard playing, you could go out there with her. But if she felt like she was trapped between the wall and her freedom and you, she was going to get through you. Like, she was not the one we wanted to play with. So I can tell you, I got her when she was 4 months old. And when I got her, she was rescued from a boat launch. And her mouth was duct taped closed. And she was bound. So I really don't know what she went through in the first 4 months of her life. But I can tell you, from 4 months on, there was nothing that ever hurt that dog. Yeah, when I got her, she still had the marks where the tape was on her mouth. It's crazy. And I'm guessing it was a man that did it because, okay, her whole life she's known my stepdad too. And even him, he would like, if they had to go let the dogs out first for some reason, he would like hide on the side of her kennel and reach around and open the gate where like he would open the back door and then be on this side of her kennel and reach over to open the door, because if he would be standing in front of the door when he would open it, she would lose it. She would growl and snap and all that stuff if he was standing in between the open door and the back door. It's crazy. So I always, right, number one, they were either pits or pit mixes, and some of them were crazy. So it was my job and my responsibility to know that about my dogs and to always be proactive, right? Like, I wasn't putting my dogs outside for your safety. I was putting them outside for their safety. Or making them go to their beds for their safety, not yours. But I feel like whenever you own a dog, that you know either has a reputation with their breed, or you know your dog has a mental issue, you are responsible to make sure that the dog and the people in that space are protected. Like, I forgot who said it, but if like their dog got attacked, that is the dog owner that needs to be disciplined for allowing their dog to do that. Okay, let's check it out. When they're like, oh, my dog just randomly got out. I don't believe that. When I was away, who took care of them? For the last couple of years, Jessica has always taken care of them. They all love Jessica. And she loves them. She has them more spoiled than I do. All right, let's get our sign ready. Your neighbor says it's her kids let her pet out all the time and her dog is aggressive. That's not a good excuse. Them kids need to be trained better. Also, like, it's still your responsibility to figure out how to make sure that doesn't continue to happen. Not your, like her. It happens while they're at school. Kimberly, what you do is you just call the police about childcare concerns because your neighbor says that her children let the dog out all day and the dog only gets out when the kids should be in school. So you have concerns that the parent is not sending her kids to school. See how you tie the lies together? Dustin, we were talking about how crazy Sassy was. Okay. I told them that she was so fat that she used to get road rash on her belly. This sign was made by Megan. All right, I think I got my bow line up. Orange cat is doing good. He still playing hard to get, but also a stalker. We have a drink fridge right in front of our back door. Like there's like a little utility room, I guess. And there's a spot for a fridge in the utility room, and that fridge faces the back door. Whenever the cat hears you, he wants his treats. So literally just outside judging on Sunday. Also, side note, shout out to Jessica for keeping this door so clean. You can't even tell there's a door between the cat and this unless you see the glare right here. Look. Glare in the glass. But the glass is clean. You can't even see it. Yeah, this is the cat from Chalmette that they said was going to die in 30 days, and now it's been a year and a half. I do wish the cat would let me brush it, though. Because she is still disgusting. Okay, the cat also doesn't like, it wants to be with the other cats, but it doesn't want the other cats to touch it. Like, he always wants to be near, but he doesn't want to touch. Like these are them just taking a nap on the patio. But I really need the cat to just let me brush it because he's still all nasty. But he doesn't want us to touch him. And he's had those clumps since we found him. All of them just playing out in the yard. You can really see it here. Where like he just has all those mats from when he was really sick. What was wrong with him? They couldn't figure it out. Everything that he would eat he would just bloody stool everywhere. He went to the vet every single day for like a week where they did IVs and fluids and all kinds of stuff. And they were like, listen, this cat is, no matter what we do, this cat's going to make it about, another month, and his condition is not survivable. And I was like, all right, well, I'm not going to continue to put him through all of this trauma if you guys are saying you can't help him. Because he was literally like living in a kennel. And then we had to like wear freaking welding gloves basically to get him out of that cage into the kennel to bring him to the vet to get treated every day, where they would have to drug him and sedate him to treat him. And I was like, I'm not going to make him go through all this if he's not going to survive. We're just going to let him live his best life. And then he survived. And now he gets cat treats 3 times a day. I am not going to drug the cat to brush him. I'm not going to do it. And the mats are not hurting him. He's fine, I promise. He's perfectly fine. Snoozing. He has his own couch. I'm looking for This is when he first showed up. He was literally skin and bones. And everywhere he would go, he would just leave bloody diarrhea. It was just literally leaking out of him. It was bad. It was gross. And I was like, this cat cannot just poop everywhere it walks. Just cannot. Yeah, he's perfectly fine now. But the whole time they were treating him, he was getting worse. And then once they stopped treating him, he got better. He didn't have any contagious things like parvo, or he would not have been with my other cats. Vicky thinks she has to go. What were they treating him with? I don't remember. But he had to get fluids every single day because he was not doing good. But he's thriving now. And whenever I talk to the vet about the hair situation, the vet said, the cat looks better than it ever has. We need to not mess with him. The hair is not matted down to the skin. It's just like on the edges of his body. So he's not in any pain. He's not in any of those problems. We should just let it ride. Until it can't. They said the same thing. Like if the mats were all the way up to the skin, that they would want to get them off so that it wouldn't be hurting his body. But because it's just like the outside edges that are clumped together and they're not super tight, that they weren't concerned about it. You need some happy talk? That is happy talk. The cat did not die. Also, I only brought the cat to the vet one time, and then I made Jessica do it so that he would hate her. You always have to have a good parent. And even though he doesn't love it, he has to bump me on the leg before he gets his treats. So every morning at 6 a.m., we're on the back porch having a little standoff with the jar of treats. And until he comes over and just slightly bumps my leg, he doesn't get any treats. Other cats are all snacking, and he's just watching. He knows the routine. He does it super fast. He's literally like, I'm standing there like this, and he's like, I think the worst part is that he wants to be petted so bad. Like, if you're standing there out there with him, he is rubbing on every other thing around us. He's rubbing on the porch railing. He's rubbing on the little cat thing next to him. He's rubbing on the food bowl. Making his little meowing noise. Even making little biscuits on the cement. Yeah, he'll purr. But he makes himself purr. He don't want you to make him purr. I think he was I think he was someone's pet, and then whenever he got sick, they were mean to him for his problems. That's what I think. Because he was never okay. If you guys have not followed us for a while, we have this thing where stray cats come, and it is my goal to let me pet them. Scooter took us like 2 years. Now he loves me. I can hold him, I can pet him, I can do all the things. He came with us from New Orleans. But he was not a trust cat. Like, if he saw you, he was gone. And it took us forever to get him to come close enough to even know that it was a boy. Okay? Since day one, I could get this close to him, like literally a foot, and he didn't care. But he didn't want you to actually like touch him, which makes me think that that's not stray vibes to me. Like, he would literally sleep on the rug at our back door. Look how, y'all, that's his whole backside was just covered in it. It was terrible. We had to clean the patio every day because now he's living his best life. I still watch him though when he goes out in the yard to use the restroom to see. Happy to report normal stool. How were we able to get him to bring him to the new place? Lisa, it was not fun. And I have scars. Legit scars. I thought for sure I was going to die. I was like, whatever that cat scratch fever thing is, I'm definitely getting it. Because he had, there was definitely things under his toenails that should not have went into my skin. but they did, and I saved him. Do y'all remember whenever we were moving and my arm was all cut up right here? And I had to lie and tell Parker I cut it on the moving box? Because Parker is a hypochondriac. And if I would have told him that sick cat had sliced me from here to here, and here to here, and here to here, he would have had me in a hospital somewhere. I mean, I was literally... I thought for sure we were going to lose an arm, but we didn't. We survived. He really is a hypochondriac. Yeah, my dad got scratched by one time, and his whole arm swelled up. And then they had to, the cat, and send this half off to LSU to get tested for rabies. We were not doing that. The arm could just go. Yeah, you know, if someone reports that your pet bit them, the way they test them is by doing an autopsy on their brain. And because the thing happened at a public place, they had to report the injury. And that's what happened to the poor cat. So we were not telling Parker that the poor cat might have got me. I'm trying to think of which leg it is. Oh, right here. I was also... Okay, I had the cat like this, tearing up my arms, and I had a gash from the back of my thigh all the way to the front from his little toes. Me and that cat got in a fight. He may have done more damage, but I got him in the cage and brought him across the state. He'll know now if he watches. Yeah, but it's too late now. Me and the cat both survived. Thank goodness. I'm just going to tell y'all, if I die rescuing an animal, I'm okay. I have served my purpose. Do not. Y'all better make sure that animal stays rescued. Would he go in a cage now? No, you can't grab him. All of our other cats, though, are travel bag trained. So anytime I've ever gotten a kitten, I've always made sure like they played in a travel bag. That way they wouldn't be stressed out when they had to travel. Henry will also get in a travel bag now. Can you take a beach shot? I don't understand what y'all don't understand. I am not going to traumatize the cat. I'm not going to grab the cat. I'm not going to undo any of the progress that he has with trust. Now, if the cat was injured and I needed to get him in the kennel, he would get in the kennel. But I'm not just gonna wrap him in a beach towel because I want to hold him. I'm not gonna grab him and make him get in a kennel because I want to brush him. He's gonna live his best life with some mats on his side until they impact his life. Yeah, if there was an issue with him and he needed medical treatment, he would get in a kennel for sure. But if he ain't done, he ain't going. Does he go to the vet each year for shots? He hasn't. He's been to the vet in the last year. But he will not go back to the vet. He won't. And that was a decision that me and the veterinary team decided. They said, so whenever he was found, he had just been TNR'd. So in the state of Louisiana, there's programs that they spay, neuter, clip their ear, release the cats. So they were concerned, number one, that if he was in that condition and a vet took care of and released him, that's a problem. But their bigger concern was that if the health issue started after the vet trip, like did the medication at the vet, did he have allergic reaction to it? Was it the stress from the vet that was causing him to be so sick. Because all of the blood work that, like, okay, I spent almost $15,000 on this cat in like 3 weeks with emergency vet bills, regular vet bills, whatever it took to get the cat. And every time that they would treat it, the cat got worse. Like, the stuff was doing opposite with the antibodies in the cat. When they gave the cat a really strong steroid and just said, let's call it quits, the cat recovered. So they are thinking that either the stress was causing it to get worse, or the actual medication was causing it to get worse. So they're scared to like treat him. Because they were like, what if the vaccinations, whenever they TNR'd it, is what triggered all of the, like, his body to shut down. And he was basically having an allergic reaction to this situation. He got a clean bill of health, and they said, unless something is changed in his environment or brought into his environment that could put his health at risk, the risk of bringing him back to the vet is greater than the risk of him being safe at home. I don't know. Right now, he's alive and thriving, and we're just going to be appreciative of that. Everyone else gets loaded up and brought to the vet. He even had a blood transfusion. It was wild. We have 9 cats total. Pretty sure. Okay, I think he's done. All the crazy colors came together. I can tell you, whenever I brought Henry to the vet, after he moved in. I really wanted to burn that vet down because they cut off so much of his ear. They were like, can we tattoo him? And I said, sure, you can tattoo him. And we got him back from the vet. He did not have a tattoo. And he had a quarter of his ear chopped off. And he was in pain. And I did not love it. And they found out real quick. Huh, Henry? They're like, well, you said he was a stray. I said he was a stray that moved in. Also, I did not pay stray price. Stray price is $25. I paid full price. Ear included. Yeah, they treated him like he was a homeless cat. Was not impressed. But now, he's still crazy. Why did they cut off one of his ears? It's part of the TNR program. So whenever they're working with all those stray cats, they fix them. But then they have to mark them some way so that they don't get captured again. So think about like on a male cat, there's a pretty easy way to see that it's not a problem. But on a female cat that's been caught and spayed and then re-released, there's no way for them to know that the cat is already spayed until it's too late. Like the cat's already back under anesthesia, all those kinds of things. Yeah, but at that point, Henry was owned. Like, his he is chipped, but you still don't want to catch stray cats and have to scan them to see. Like, you need to be able to just look at the cat colony and see if anyone needs to be fixed. Yeah, our dogs have the tattoos. Henry, no tattoo, just ear snip. Huh, Henry? Hey, buddy. He's watching. But you can see, look how much of his ear. Yeah. They literally asked me when I was dropping him off at the vet, is this a TNR? No, it's not. Do you want him tattooed? Yes, I do. And then when I pick him up, I'm like, why is there blood all over his kennel? Like, what is happening? And they were like, oh, he keeps scratching his ear. Huh? What do you mean? She goes, yeah, he just keeps scratching his ear. I thought, like he just literally scratched his ear and there's blood. I get back to the office and I go to let Henry out of this kennel. And the way I got back in my car, to go have a conversation. And they're like, oh, we don't give TNR cats pain medicine. I said, well, he's not a TNR cat. And you did not charge me TNR prices, honey. And we are going to leave here with some drugs for this cat because he is in pain. And we did. I'm trying to see if I have a picture. Y'all, like, look how much of his ear was cut off. When I tell y'all, I was not impressed. I was trying to find a picture from when it happened, but I don't see any. All right, y'all. Well, this was fun. Yeah, they would just release the tray in pain. Y'all, the alternative is they euthanize the cats. So if we have to choose between a TNR program and euthanizing, I'm going to go with a TNR program. This is when Parker said, "We are not getting any more animals." And then this is how I found them outside my office. Is that the one Megan bottle fed? No, the Megan bottle fed cats were the kittens, and that was after we moved here. They do not have clipped ears. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. You guys have a good night, and see y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.